Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll run with Geis. And some room to work. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there out of Geis. 43 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Redskins 7, Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
180. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Hey, alert 33. Regular. Shot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And some space here.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
And we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over.
Go on, boys, go.
At their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Yeah, this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Real. Check 27. Eyes on 27.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield off the play fake. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen put 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Quick dash. Come. 25, check 25, check 25. Ball trot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We'll go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams that...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Haskins out to his left. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They're not if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Geis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And to give this time to the tailback. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 36, Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey,
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings it. All the way back inside the 20. Now they try the right side here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Finding Gabriel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Landry, the intended target. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Off to Geis on the screen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now it's Haskins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Check 43.
Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.